Hi guys, and welcome to the first episode of what I'm calling Just Riffing. In these videos you're going to get to see a little bit about how I write songs, a couple of video responses to the community here on YouTube, and pretty much anything else I want to put in. Now before we start, I want to show you guys this. I actually found this record by the side of the road as I was cycling home from work today. It's Tangos with Love by Jeff Love and his orchestra. And yeah, the first side is kind of scuffed up, but the second side is pretty pristine. Unfortunately, I don't have a record deck, so I can't actually play this, but I just thought that was kind of cool. I've found a couple of other records by the side of the road in my time. I used to live up in Leeds, and I found a couple of dance music records that were just left by the road as if they'd been thrown out of a car as a guy drove past, and just hurled them out in a frenzy. So I thought I'd share that with you. That's probably going to become a permanent feature of the background. So since this is the first episode of Just Riffing, I thought I'd take you to the start of the songwriting process and show you the moment where I picked this week's random article. Right. Random article, here we go.
Hold on. Oh.
I don't think I can say that. Trimethoprim. Trimethoprim is a bacteriostatic antibiotic mainly used in the prophylaxis and treatment of urinary tract infections.
You get to write a song about UTI antibiotics.
Yep.
That is amazing.
Welcome to Volume 3, WikiRiffs viewers. So usually at this point, I start saying I have no idea how I'm going to write a song about this. There have been a few exceptions to that. Stetson was one of them. But most weeks I just worry about how I'm going to write a song for a few days before I start humming something that gets stuck in my head. It goes through a few permutations. Sometimes I'll come up with an idea, then get distracted, forget everything except the vague feel of the idea, then continue with something that wasn't quite what I started with, but hopefully will turn into something just as good, if not better. Now, because of the random nature of the subjects of these songs and the amount of styles I like to incorporate into this project, I'll often find myself drawing on other artists for inspiration. Wherever possible, if I've been influenced by an artist in the song, I usually quote them in the video description. Some of these articles just naturally go with styles that I'm not used to writing in, so I think in those cases it's okay to draw inspiration from elsewhere. I've started writing this week's song already, and the sound of it is kind of inspired by Coheed and Cambria, who are one of my favourite bands of the last 10 years or so. I genuinely think their music is great, and I want to strive to create music that good, so that's why I do it. So, I hope this video has given you a little bit of insight into the way I start writing songs. Now, I'm sure you've heard this line in a bunch of other videos already, but there's been a lot of talk on the YouTube community recently about what the YouTube community should mean and does mean. And a couple of the people who inspire me here on YouTube have started drawing their community closer to them recently, whilst also sending them out to find new great YouTube channels. And since without the YouTube community none of us would be here, least of all me, I want to start doing that as well. So today I'm going to highlight a couple of YouTube channels. If you're familiar with these guys already, then great. If you're not, you should absolutely check them out. The first of these two YouTube channels is Matt Guyon. He's over at BandGeek8408, and if you haven't seen him already, then I've no idea why you're subscribed to me, because every time I go to leave comment on someone's channel saying thank you for subscribing to me, Matt's on there already. But he absolutely deserves to be. The man has been on YouTube since YouTube became a thing. Given that he has hardly the amount of subscribers that the big league YouTubers have, he is so prolific and creates so many good quality videos. I think for somebody to have so few subscribers relatively speaking, but to still want to create quality content every time shows a remarkable passion for what he's doing. And also he gave me a shout out in a recent video. So go and check out Matt Guyon, he is awesome. His channel is linked up here and it's also in the video description. The second guy I want to highlight has a channel called Chinwart, but he recently started up a second channel called The Tube Army, dedicated to the community here on YouTube. He's using this channel primarily to promote other YouTubers, giving people shout-outs and features and all kinds of other amazing things. The fact that he takes time out of his daily life to promote other people here on YouTube is a fantastic thing, so you absolutely should check out The Tube Army. That's all for this episode of Just Riffing. Thanks so much for watching. If you've got any questions or things you'd like me to talk about in a future episode, leave them down below in the comments. Don't forget to check out the Trimethoprim song when I upload it on Thursday. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now. I've been doing this for a little while now and I've always had a set of rules, but recently I've been thinking outside the box a bit more. So I thought I'd do a new video where I explain the concept to new subscribers, go over the rules, and explain why I constantly break them. If you're interested in seeing the old rules video, it's annotated up here, but this is the video I'll be linking to from now on.